all prosperity begins in the way we comport ourselves, in the way we talk to one another, in the way we bring up our children.
Mr. Prime Minister. Love
you. It's 1 year and 2 months that we have been at the wheels of government. We have already seen in that period an improvement in the business climate of the country. We have seen growth in the economy. And we have seen where business and consumer confidence is virtually at an all-time high. In other words, business people are in the mood to invest. Consumers are in the mood to consume. And the government of Jamaica has done a little bit to assist with that. You see, now known as the famous 1.5. What did we do with 1.5? The government, led by our courageous young Prime Minister, made a courageous decision that we announced prior to the election that our hard-working workers who are captive on the PAYE system need to get a break. So we made a decision that we are going to move away from direct taxation towards indirect taxation, where more Jamaicans who don't pay any income taxes would have an opportunity to share in the bill, so to speak, by paying a little something more for gas, a little something more for departure taxes, a little something more for consumption taxes, and everybody gets to contribute more. And in the process of 469,000 persons that are on the income tax payroll, do you know what has happened as of this past month, April 25? We have taken off of that PAYE tax roll of the 469,000, 397,000 Jamaicans have now ceased paying income taxes. And in doing that, we have plowed back into the economy on an annual basis $28 billion that goes back into the pockets of Jamaicans so they can go to the supermarket, they can go to the bookstore and buy some more books for the children, they can take better care of their families, and with that money being spent in the economy, guess what? It helps to stimulate the economy and more people get jobs. And that is what is happening right now. The unemployment rate has fallen, not dramatically, but almost 30,000 new jobs, net new jobs, have come into the economy in the past year. We have seen where more farmers are able to produce more because there are more tourists that are visiting Jamaica. Our hotels require more food. 8,900 additional workers were employed in the agricultural sector. In tourism, almost 6,000 additional workers were employed. And last year we built 3,000 new hotel rooms, and over the next 4 years we are going to build another 12,000 new hotel rooms, which will add over 30% to the room capacity in Jamaica. Big things are going on in tourism in Jamaica. And so we intend to continue with the program of aggressive promotion of investment in the economy. Major investments, as you know, are taking place in this parish and in the southern parishes of Manchester and St. Elizabeth, right on the border. We were able to rescue Noranda bauxite, keep it open, continuing to create jobs in the parish of St. Anne. And Noranda's presence in the parish of St. Anne is not just the direct jobs that have been created and we've kept going, but importantly, it is the indirect employment to thousands of additional people in the parish. People are able to continue to take good care of their children. The company continues to have a tremendous welfare program of assistance. And we are proud that we have been able to negotiate the reopening of Alpart bauxite on the southern side of Jamaica. And believe me when I tell you, it's a major project that is now about to officially open in June. Next month, Alpart will officially start producing alumina again in Jamaica. The company has an ambitious plan for Jamaica. They initially will start producing 1.6 million metric tons, which is the existing capacity of the existing plant. Within a short time thereafter, they are going to build a new plant to add another 2,000 metric tons per year, for a total of 3,600 metric tons of alumina. But it doesn't end there. They are then going to bring in intermediate aluminum products, raw materials, and create a separate factory for the production of aluminum foil for export into the Western Hemisphere in Central and South America. Those combined incremental additions by GISCO of China, that Mike Henry and I went and visited them a few weeks ago, will add thousands of additional jobs. Already about 700 Jamaicans are working at Alpart already. But thousands of jobs will be created. And then they have a plan to work with the farmers. Because in China, the company coexists between aluminum and agriculture. And they want to transfer technology to our farmers to show them better ways of producing vegetable and a wide range of things that our tourists, of course, and Jamaicans can eat and can be exported into the export markets. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are very, very pleased and proud to see the response of Jamaicans to the unconventional approach that the Prime Minister and his government is taking, because we realize that we cannot continue business as usual. And so I want to say, in closing, the Prime Minister has a program called HOPE. He will remind you of what the acronym means. But you see, Prime Minister, I give God thanks that my mother taught me to read the Bible and to love to read the Bible. Because you see, this thing we call prosperity, it's not something that begins automatically in the pocket. Ruel Reid himself, a former principal of Jamaica College, will tell you that prosperity doesn't begin here. Prosperity begins in our minds. Prosperity begins in the way we comport ourselves, in the way we talk to one another, in the way we bring up our children and teach them right from wrong, and teach them to appreciate high standards of conduct and proper ways for them. Even in school, they must know. I have a 7-year-old, I can talk about it. I can talk about it. Our children are not too young to be properly trained from the very beginning. And I am teaching my daughter already to read the same passage, the word hope, Prime Minister, in it. In the book of Job, it says, "For there is hope of a tree. If it be cut down, it will sprout again. And from the tender branch thereof, it shall not cease." The tree of Jamaica has been challenged. Jamaicans have been tossed and turned by all kinds of ill winds and low standards of output and personal conduct and performance and lack of respect for human life and everything else. But there is hope. God bless you. Thank you very much. This thing we call prosperity begins in the way we comport ourselves, in the way we talk to one another, in the way we bring up our children.